All right. this I have finished this album. I have not been able to stream much for the last, I guess, month or so. I've been kind of in a frenzy to wrap up this album. Um, it's called Collapser. It is not microtonal. This is songs that I started writing, I guess, 3 years ago. While I was still working on Frenemies, I started writing some of these. And Frenemies came out January 2024. So yeah, a few of these songs were already written, and I actually wonder what the earliest recordings of this are, because I definitely have like mixes of the first track, Pathetic, that are from 2024. Yeah, one of my first solid mixes of this was July of 24. So I've literally been like mixing the album for 2 years. And before that, of course, I was doing like just the recording. So yeah, it's been a while. It's been over 2 years for sure. I think closer to 3 if you include just like when I was writing this stuff, because I was actually performing some of these songs for a while too. And two of the tracks I actually wrote for my old band, Bondo versus Me and My Friends. It's oh, wrong album. How do I go to my albums? Here we go. Don Don and Simple Suicide, which are tracks 6 and 7. I did write those for that other band, and we actually like got these pretty far along, and we actually performed Simple Suicide at this pizza place, and it was with a bunch of other material that we have online, and it was good. It was sounding really good. But this whole album, though, it doesn't have those guys on it. It's all original arrangements that I made. Playing with those guys, though, of course, like influenced the path of these songs. So, but yeah, and then all the other stuff, most of it I just wrote for this album. Didn't really have any other projects in mind or anything like that. I do want to talk about the artwork a little bit. So for Frenemies, I made this. I didn't make it. I just went on Midjourney and typed in prompts, and I did the font, which the font looks pretty good, I guess, but that's pretty low effort. But it's just AI image thing. But for this, I wanted to do something not AI, largely because people just complain about AI all the time. So and the thing is, you can usually tell when something's AI anyway, and it's just everything's so oversaturated with it. It's not that I don't think I could have come up with a good album cover with AI. I probably could have come up with a better album cover with AI, to be totally honest, but there'd be no hiding the fact that it's AI. At least with as little effort as I wanted to put into the album cover. And I didn't really want to commission anyone or ask if anybody wanted to do art for this, because I wasn't sure when I was going to be finished with the album, and I didn't want to have to wait on somebody. But I did have an idea for how to do the album artwork. Which was just to take a bunch of random pictures in and around my house of like kind of gross stuff in my house. Like the bathtub in my house is kind of gross and moldy, and like I got the drain, and the stove. This is like grody. Just like the place I live is just so gross and grody. And like the inside of my microwave. And then like I have this like just terribly janky soundproofing on my wall, but like the panels keep falling off. I've nailed like half of them, but the other half I haven't nailed out there, so like they fall off and the double-sided tape sticks up. Just like random stuff that kind of disgusts me on a regular basis. And I thought I would do like a collage with that, which is basically how it ended up being. I just looked up like a free photo manipulation program, and I found this GIMP thing. It's called GIMP. And you're able to, I don't know, just do weird stuff with it. So I didn't actually, I'm not used to this program. I didn't even spend a lot of time with it. I really just wanted to make something. So I made another one first. I had two versions. And I can't seem to find it. Here it is. So this is what I did initially. I had like this picture. Oops. I had this picture of my house, and maybe I can just find the original picture. But yeah, I like put the collage like in kind of it's not a tile, but like in this little square space on the image of the house. And let me see, I'll just pull up the picture actually. Here it is. So this is what I did initially. Y'all can't really see it. Let me shrink it a little bit. And I was pretty happy with this. I mean, it was just kind of like my first idea. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's fine. And then I went to upload it on Bandcamp, and I realized like it won't work because it's not a square. See, it's a rectangle, and I kept trying to adjust the image, and I couldn't adjust the image to make it a square without like cutting off huge portions, or I would have to, basically I would have had to kind of start over and do this whole collage thing again, which that little collage thing, I'm not saying it's like super high effort or anything, but I didn't really feel like doing it again. So I thought, well, maybe I'll just start with the collage. So I did like a square cutout of this instead. And then I kind of just took the text off of this image and I just superimposed it. So I ended up with the square. And that's why there's this kind of like weird ridge up top and on the bottom. Anyway, it's, you know, it's an album cover, I guess. It's sort of disorienting. Not my best album cover, but I did at least make this one, so there's that. How about the homie cracks of rebirth, all bums? What? What are you talking about? So yeah, anyway, so that's the story behind the album cover. Just in this program, GIMP, you can kind of like stretch the pictures and stuff. So anyway, and then this thing, which honestly, that's a waffle, thank you. This little header thing is also just like from one of those photographs. Anyway, I don't know how I feel about any of that, but I had to do something for the album. Basically, like, I was just kind of in like a, I don't know what you call it. I was like in a fevered kind of mania trying to get this thing finished. Like, it basically started from the time I like settled on what I was going to do for mastering, because I knew the album was almost done. There's 11 tracks here. There were originally going to be 12, but one of them I cut because, well, and it's kind of annoying because like I'm glad that I cut the song, but like I spent like, it's really a difficult song to sing. And I spent so much time trying to nail the vocals. And then when I finally got the vocals to the point where I was like, okay, this is as good as I'm going to get them. I'm at least kind of hitting the notes. Maybe I can go in on Melodyne and like smooth it over. Maybe I can do a little bit of magic in post or whatever. But when I sat down and like listened to it, even with like the good takes, I just was like, man, it's not even really the vocals that are the problem here. It's just the song. Just the song kind of, there are things about it I liked, but, and also it was supposed to be the second track, and I feel like I have a problem with like not starting my album strong enough. And I knew I had a good, well, in my opinion, I have a good opener for this album. Like, the first song is probably my favorite on the album. Not that I don't like the other songs. Actually, some of my other favorites are kind of towards, like, Blissfully Oblivious, I think is pretty good. I mean, I like every song on here, really. Some more than others, but I'll probably talk more about that when we actually start listening. But yeah, I don't know, that song just like, I felt like it just cut all the momentum after the strong opening, and it's like, I don't want you to just run into track 2 and then want to turn this off. And so I just decided to cut it, which was unfortunate because I spent so long working on it. What's unfortunate is not that I cut it, but that it took me so long to decide to cut it. Like, if I decided to cut it a year ago or something, like, I would have saved myself so much effort and time, because I really worked hard on the vocals. And then the other song, track 10, Amelia, was also really hard to sing. And I was also working on that one. Actually, I worked on that one even longer. So basically, once I had that second track like recorded, I knew I just told myself either I'm gonna get Amelia finished, get that track finished, and get the vocals right, or I'm gonna get them right by this amount of time, or I'm just not doing that song either. Which that would have sucked because I really like this song, especially the last half of it. But overall, I just think it's a really cool song. It would have been a shame to not include it. And I got the vocals down. Okay, I guess. It's probably my worst vocal performance is on this track, but it was good enough for me to put it out. And then Cassiopeia is kind of a tough one to sing too. So vocals on Amelia are kind of rough, and on Cassiopeia, but other than that, honestly, I was pretty comfortable singing on this one. There were a lot fewer like snags vocally than on Frenemies, I think. And I think a lot of that just had to do with staying more in my vocal, like my comfortable range. So anyway, got 11 out of what was initially going to be 12, but I think cutting that one was probably the right decision. Which is slightly better than I did last time, because last album I also cut one because I didn't like the song. It was a very similar situation. It was actually going to be track 2 on Frenemies as well, and I just thought it was just a momentum killer too early in the album. And but there was another one I had to cut because I just could not get it down, and that was an instrumental piece that was supposed to be on Frenemies. I just could not nail it, which I still would like to learn it eventually. But yeah, it's just really hard to play. So anyway, I guess that's the preamble. So I think we'll just listen to it, and I'll probably just keep rambling about it as we go on. But yeah, I'm also just I'm gonna play some Super Metroid. This is Super Junkoid. It's a fun hack, Super Metroid hack. I don't know what the audio, if I should put on headphones or not. I guess I'll try it without headphones. And hopefully that's okay. But if the audio is really bad, I can fix it. I can put on headphones or whatever. But yeah, let's go ahead and start listening to the album. Just gonna kind of play through this game and kind of talk about the songs and stuff. But yeah, I do encourage you to, if you're interested in this stuff, check it out. Sorry, microtonal friends, it's not microtonal, but I've been a musician for a long time. Been playing piano since I was 15, and I'm 38 now, so 23 years as a pianist. Been writing songs for like 10 years or so. And I guess the other thing I want to say was that this album was like a ton of effort to make. Frenemies was really hard to make, but I did a lot less. Like, all I did was live track the piano and the vocals and try to get those mixed right. On this one, I tracked everything separately. The piano, the vocals, did everything to a click. I programmed drums. I wrote bass parts. I kind of arranged these. I had to like buy a ton of new synths and stuff, like a Trillion for bass and Superior Drummer. And I had to learn about mastering and mixing and all this. And I mean, I was learning about mixing anyway, but anyway, it was a lot of stuff that was out of my comfort zone. Like anything that's not just sitting down at a piano and sometimes singing is like just feels so unnatural to me. So it was a lot of work, and it took a long time. And honestly, it's sort of felt like it would never be done many times. And yeah, I'm really glad that it is now finished. And I have no idea what my life is going to be like, actually, because there's just been a chunk of my day every day for literally for like years, for 3 years, that's been like, oh, it's time to work on the album. Which I have other stuff I can record, but I'll probably take a little break from that kind of a grind, at least for a couple months. And mostly just focus on microtonal stuff, but I'll also be trying to like promote this album and just see what happens with that. Okay, anyway, so with the Super Junkoid, I'm just gonna kind of play through. I'm gonna try to beat the game fast, so I'm gonna skip a bunch of stuff. Just try to see how fast I can beat it. The album's only 50 minutes, so I probably won't finish Super Junkoid before the album's done, but we'll see how it goes, and maybe I'll stream a little longer, maybe not. We'll just see how it goes. But yeah, here we go. Here is Collapser. The first song is called Pathetic. And I think this is maybe actually the first song I wrote for this too, if first or second. The first two I wrote were Pathetic, which is track 1, and Blissfully Oblivious, which is track 8. Make sure the balance on this, on the game, is good. I want to hear the gunshots. Let's get that volume adjusted.
I can't sleep enough, it's so pathetic. I might break my neck trying to leave my bed. I don't need to know what the new day brings. You can have your son, I'm married to my mattress. You're high on the fresh air, I'm deep under the blankets. I could learn the air if I just read a book. To see by my eyes, I have to look. Maybe you're a sign. Well, I don't need a sign. Everything I need is in my head.
I think I go this way.
I could spend all day taking a shower. I control the heat until the heat runs out. I can watch my dreams another hour, let them steam until I forget why I even left my bed.
I need to plug in my phone.
You can take your son and shove it up your ass. I can't sleep enough, it's so pathetic. Who knows how long I will even last. Maybe you're a sign. Well, I don't need a sign. Everything I need is in my head.
Yeah, this song, so I got a, when I moved to Atlanta, initially, I was trying to get a band together, and this was one of the songs I was really wanting to put together. And with most of my songs, I start them on the piano. I think I can go this way, actually. And then I add lyrics and drums and all that. And I really wanted drums on this song. Like, I didn't want to perform it, just voice and piano. Because I've been doing that for like years with all my other stuff, and I always felt like the other parts were missing. And so I got like a Syntax drum machine. It's like a drum synthesizer. And learned how to use Syntax and program drums for this and a couple other songs. One of them was Blissfully Oblivious, which is also on this album. And the other one... Oh yeah, no, yeah. The other ones were all from Frenemies, my previous album. Which that has no drums on it, but a lot of the songs were really meant for like a band. So I like played a couple spots doing that. I had the Syntax going and my keyboard, and was just singing along. The thing with Syntax is you can actually program like bass, and it's really like a pretty full-featured synth. Yeah, one thing, well anyway, point being, like, I had like this whole other iteration of this song, which was like this Syntax thing, which with Syntax you can program drums, but they do not feel natural at all. It's very like electronic. So it was a much more like, it was almost like hip-hop style drums on the Syntax version. Yeah, I played it a couple times. I think I even like might have uploaded a video of that on Facebook or Instagram or something. But yeah, for these recordings I used a Superior drummer.
And I'm lower than I were. I don't need your mind. I will be just fine. Wasting my life. Never being
Yeah, that was one of the first songs. Oh, this one is actually one of the first ones as well.
The only constant is change. The only constant is change. How I wish that constant would change. If somehow I could rearrange and make the universe less strange, maybe we'd still be together. There's more to love and a bliss. There's more to love and to bliss.
And this one was kind of fun to arrange. I've always had a lot of ideas for arrangement. Kind of just like when I'm at the piano. Not stuff that's like super fleshed out, but just like little melodies and like just like kind of what sounds I'm hearing. So for the most part, arranging these was pretty straightforward in that respect. Like I kind of knew what what instruments I wanted to try out. It didn't always work exactly as I planned. Yeah, this one worked out pretty good. This was pretty much kind of the vibe I had in mind, I guess. And yeah, kind of just threw it together, and a lot of the arrangements actually threw something together, and then I thought, well, that's a good first draft. I'll probably update it later. But some of them I didn't really change much. I just kind of came up with something and maybe tweaked a couple notes and rhythms here and there, but one of the sections coming up at the end here had to tweak a lot. The drums especially. But the first half that's already passed. What am I forgetting? Something I forgot to do. It's a good thing I'm not a real speedrunner, because I just wasted so much time. Shouldn't come up here yet.
Not just a curse, that together we're better and don't make life worse.
So yeah, this section here, the drums were like, and it's because of what I played on the piano. So like this is the only song I tracked the piano and the vocals at the same time. Because just the way this song works, this is wrong too. Man, I'm wasting so much time. I'm supposed to grab the missiles back by the boss. Yeah, I really messed up this.
The only constant is change. How I wish that your mind would change. If somehow I could explain.
Yeah, that.
Insane. Maybe we'd still be.
Yeah, that kind of slowing down part, I had to like tweak the drums so much, because the rhythm on the piano was like really inconsistent. Yeah, that one is live track, so you can actually like hear the cicadas and stuff in that one. Which also means all the drums were recorded without a click. Well, programmed without a click. Which I did that in quite a few songs. Like, not for the whole song. Like, probably like 80%, if not more, like programmed to a click, or a steady tempo. But, yeah, there's like sections in a lot of these songs where it either goes way off grid, or you like had like a programmed like free tempo, I guess, section. I don't know, some of the stuff like that, it's like recorded in chunks. This one though, I think was all just to one tempo.
I thought I'd tell you something wise you'd learn about yourself. It turns out I haven't things are swell. Deep down I know you feel the same way. That you're not in control, even though you insist you have it under control.
This one was very hard to arrange. It ended up being a lot more sparse than I wanted. I tried adding like more strings, I tried adding more like keyboard parts. I really wanted a more active arrangement, but like everything I tried there was a problem with. Like the strings either sounded too fake or too busy, or the keyboard parts, I don't know, they just didn't fit in right, or I couldn't come up with the right part, or... So it ended up being a really kind of bare bones. I especially wanted that kind of on the chorus sections, because I felt like they kind of didn't hit as hard as I want.
No one wants to help me with my problems.
And I tried to compensate for that a little bit with the, just with the mix. But, I don't know. I just couldn't figure it out. And I didn't want to spend that much time on it. It was just one song. But yeah, this... Like... I didn't leave in anything that I just didn't like. But if anything was in there that I was like just not feeling 100% about, I just ended up cutting it. Yeah, a lot of time spent on this album was just like figuring out arrangements. It's not something I'm used to doing with, yeah, I mean, just, except with like some electronic stuff. In a way, with like electronic microtonal music, it's almost like less picky. It's like having the acoustic piano and the vocals and the kind of natural sounding bass and drums. Everything needs to sound like kind of organic, kind of like a live band. And with synths and stuff, that can be tricky to achieve sometimes. Didn't really have great string samples or anything. I should probably save here because I took some damage I don't want to take. Yeah, this is definitely one where, like, if I had more patience, maybe I would have spent more time on the arrangement. Hey, Melee, what's up, dude? How you doing? And then that song flows right into this one. I kind of wrote them around the same time and sort of had like the same intro riff for both of them. And this one was interesting. This one kind of similar, like, I kind of feel like maybe I could have done more in terms of the arrangement, but did not spend as much time with them. The mix on this one was really, really annoying. So it wasn't really like... yeah, especially this section of this song. Like the second half of this song was not bad to mix. But this one was really hard. Yeah, I did literally everything on this album. Like there's nothing on this album I didn't do. Did everything. Piano, vocals, the lyrics, mixed it, mastered it, even made the shitty album artwork. I mean, nobody was trying to help me. I tried to get a band going to do this stuff, but I couldn't get anybody interested and reliable to play with me. Sounds good. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. It's been a 3-year-long journey, I think. At least 2.5 years. Ah, man, I hope I don't die. Oh, this sucks. Oh, I'm dead. I did save, actually. It's still not good, but... Ah, shit. Like, this part of the song was easy. Like, as far as the mix goes, the drums were annoying because this is super loose. So like, and then at the end of the song, there's like literally no click track. So all of those sections were like very, very tedious, time-consuming, like doing all these little micro manipulations of every little drum hit and trying to get the velocities just right on everything, and I hate doing that stuff. It's so tedious. I literally like fall asleep when I'm doing drum programming. Like I have to drink coffee before I do it. Even if it's like midnight. Yeah. You fall asleep doing stuff. I know, dude, it's so hard to like stay awake doing like really mundane, repetitive tasks. Like, I kind of have a hard time like writing music on a computer sometimes too, for that same reason. Like, I'm more used to it now, but like, I like having an instrument under my hands. Like I have to be really tired to start falling asleep playing piano. Not that I haven't, but it's like, it's never really because of piano, unless I'm just working on something really boring. But yeah, if I'm falling asleep at the piano, it's because I'm fucking tired. But like the drum programming will like fucking put me to sleep. This one I had a lot of fun with. It's more like aggressive, dissonant song, and I knew I wanted to like mess with the vocals a little more than normal. I didn't do anything like super obvious or like have like anything too heavily affected, but definitely like had fun with like the saturation and thought the bass sounded kind of cool on this one too. Like it's super creamy and thick. It's just trillion stuff on all of this, but shit, I did not. This was a real speedrun. That's a huge waste of time. Oh, shit, it's only here? And the vocals are hard on this one too. So they're a little rough on the chorus, but of the 3 songs that had like really tough vocal parts, this was the one I finished first. Finished it way earlier than the other ones. And this is the one instrumental track. And yeah, this song and the next one I wrote for my old band. Bondo versus Me and My Friends. So we actually had like a version of this, and it was pretty cool. It was a good song for them. They were a good group to play on this because they're kind of jazz fusion. I like mathy jazz fusion guys. Yeah, I went in a little different direction with this arrangement. A little less rockin' and a little more like acoustic sounding. Yeah, the drummer in that old band, Skylar, did a lot with the toms and stuff. So I think I probably had some inspiration. I definitely was a little inspired by their versions of these. But yeah, it did sound different than this though. So I wrote these like melodies on, like initially it was just all the piano parts. When I wrote all these melodies kind of on top. Well, this is part of the original piano song, or whatever you call it. And the solo in this, coming up in a second, this shit took me forever. The chord changes in this are like really obnoxious, and I wanted to play. Shit, I can't get this start. I can't remember how to do it. There's a way to do it. And a lot of times with crazy chord changes, I'll just kind of fake it. Or I'll like oversimplify. Like just find like a scale or two that works, that's maybe not exactly right, but a lot of times it sounds good enough, if not better. But for this, I just really stubbornly wanted to just nail all of the changes. So I practiced soloing over those changes. Like, I took it super seriously, like it was a jazz standard or something. I just drilled it for weeks and weeks, and I had the solos worked out on the piano. And I didn't write a solo. That might have been easier. I just practiced improvising over the part. And yeah, I mean, I spent like months and months on it. It's such a pain. And this is another one I did play with my old band. We had a cool version of this. Shit, I'm out of fucking sparks now. And yeah, we performed this at a show and it was really cool. But yeah, their version did sound a little different. But the bass was very present in that. And I think I kept that. Like, just kind of the forwardness, the forward attitude of the bass from the old version. But I think I kind of stuck more to parroting the piano line. And then, like in the old version with my old band of this, like the guitarist was harmonizing this line and stuff. So I did end up doing something kind of similar here too. So I can't remember what to do next. I think I remember now. So there's no actual guitar on this, but I did have some kind of guitar-ish synths. I think, is this right? Dude, why is this spark not working? Jeez, man. I'm like wasting all my sparks. I don't even know if this is the right way. I think I'm dead. Maybe not.
You know the secret lies with what's inside. I'll keep my straight as life and for the throne. It's
A dog coughing.
or simple suicide. To fall in love and wander down the road.
And yeah, mixing the solo and the instrumental one too, I still did not get the mix the way I wanted it. Like that lead line is like so abrasive. But it's like if you make it less abrasive, you like lose some of the edge, and it's like finding the right balance is like impossible. So I ended up with what I have. This is another one I had syntax parts written for, and I performed this a couple times solo with the syntax drums. My mom really likes this song. My dad saw me play this in my hometown, Savannah, like probably close to 3 years ago. This one was interesting to arrange and to mix. It was hard to find like the right sounds because it's hard to get them to sound organic. Fuck, how do I do this? I can't remember how to do this. Oh, there we go. Okay, nailed it. Alright. See, I kind of wanted like the mallet sounds, but you know, I'm using like pigments and serum and stuff, and they don't really sound that organic, so you really have to like tuck them the right way in the mix so that they don't just like poke out. 'Cause that's like one of the biggest differences between like a recorded signal, especially one recorded like with subpar gear and just like some random dude's house, and like yeah, like that kind of stuff doesn't sound like digital synths. Like a digital synth is like, it's so forward and present, and it has like no depth. Like there's no sense of like space. So when you like mix those kinds of sounds together, it can really just sound really weird. Which I did that quite a bit on this album. And the best way I figured to deal with it was just to like really tuck the synth stuff back and let the acoustic stuff kind of take up all the space.
Aren't fantasies. I cannot say the words another said. But you don't care about the truth. Real life has to hurt. Nothing's pure if nothing's dirt. You drown your senses in academy. No one becomes wise by getting high and selling lies. You won't come down so gracefully. You'll be the last to see.
Hey, I gotta grab this. You're not. What could I really stuff.
know? I speak too fast and learn too slow. I learned a lot from you and all the shit you put me through. You brag about your perfect life.
Good chance I die here because this boss is like pretty tough. It's just fan tuned, but I don't have a lot of health, and fan tune's kind of a hard boss if you don't have a lot of health. Yeah, I'm almost at my reserves.
unless you win.
Shit. Damn. Ah, man. Good thing I saved.
Give up, give in, let up, let live. I can't accept it. You're too impressive and too important and too insensitive. Unless you're wrong, you must be wrong. You must be wrong. You must be unless not.
Yeah, this song was not. This song went pretty smoothly. I will say though, like when I was learning that song, like I like it, but it's doesn't have a lot of replay value. Like it's kind of like 2 long sections and then like a bridge and an outro. And I would always get so bored when I practiced that song. Like the first time, I'm like, oh, hell yeah. But anytime I would repeat it, I was like, dude, this shit sucks. It's good for one listen. This one's probably the roughest one on the album, because it was the last one I did, and it's kind of in a hurry to get it done. And the vocals were like really hard on this one. And you'll hear in a second, they're like very rough. And this is the one song I did use like a little bit of like Melodyne, just on a couple notes. It's like, I don't know, the vocals just could not get them. But I really like the song, so I just figured, fuck it, just do the best I can. Okay, God.
Before we were taught out alive. Without you, I see just how empty I am. I wish you could stay on my mind. You say you worry about so much. You wanna know. You carry
Oh, it's... Fuck! I went the wrong way. This is a huge time waste. Fuck. So I have to fight this boss to get out of here.
Sometimes you hurt so badly, there's no way that you can let go. You get sucked in so deeply that you become a black hole.
I really like the way this part turned out. I like the strings. I knew I wanted strings on this song from like the beginning. And my ideal band would be just like a drummer, a bassist, and a violinist, I think. Maybe like a synth guy or like a guitarist or something. Just somebody to do some other, but like kind of just like an auxiliary. But that could also be the violinist, I guess. And this is the last track.
Destiny, I am blinded by my dreams. I don't want a second chance. I just want to finish something finally, quietly. I just want a mention from you. Yeah, I just want attention from you. I don't deserve anything, apparently. They said to leave. You must love yourself. Well, why can't someone else? It's too hard. I work hard like the great ones, but you can't really tell. Because I was born to fail, and I will. Destiny. What if I can change the world? And what if it's a change for worse? And what if I'm deranged? And what if it's contagious? Things thoughtfully. Wait until the moment's gone.
And this song I pretty much wrote to have a closer. Initially I was gonna close with the song before this, but it just, I don't know, just didn't feel quite there yet. So, I don't know, I just kept noodling around until I came up with a closer. But yeah, most songs, you know, you just kind of you're writing a song and you're like, oh yeah, here's a song, I'll do something with this. Kind of figure out where to put it. But this one was like specifically like intended to, like as a bookend. But I do think it's fine as its own, like as a standalone song, but I don't know, especially like as it ends.
It could always get better. All you need is something you can do. You can live for whatever. As long as you keep running from the truth. I could run for forever. As long as I keep running back to
Where do I go
you.
now? What am I doing? What the hell? I'm wasting so much time. I can't remember how to get where I'm going. You can go this way too, but it's so much slower. Oh, I should have grabbed that. Oh no, I guess not. It's fine. Yeah, that's the only song with vocal harmonies. And I did very few of them. I'm just not used to doing vocal harmonies. I kind of feel weird about them anyway. Like overdubbing vocals and stuff. But I did it on that one. But yeah, that is it. That is the album. And it's on my Bandcamp page. It is currently free to download. I'll probably leave it free for a little bit, but maybe not forever. But yeah, it took a long time to finish. I'm very glad it is done. And yes, now I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life. Oh, yeah, actually I do, but yeah, it's gonna be this huge like. I'm gonna have all this like extra time. I feel like a whole chunk of time every day. It's gonna be there that was not there before. Shit. Hey, Billy, what's up, dude? Yeah, man, dude, I went back and like I got a lot of like tips for the mix on that one song. And I went back and I tried most of it. Thank you, dude. It's such a huge thing, man. And I think everyone gave me good advice. Like, when I went back and I like fixed those problems, it gave me new problems. Like when I figured out the reverb on the snare, like the snare was too like dark sounding, which made the kick sound different, which made everything sound all fucking different. And honestly, I was just like, I'm just glad nobody's saying it's too bassy, because that was kind of my biggest concern. Was like, I hadn't listened to it in the car yet, and when I went to my car, it was like all I could hear was bass, and I didn't know if it was because the bass was just like weirdly loud. Oh wait, where am I going? Or if it was because I just was listening really intently to the bass, and I couldn't fucking tell. I didn't know if I was going crazy, and I was just like, dude, I'm just gonna go ask people online and see what they say. And so I got like advice from like 3 different people, and I like figured out all of it, most of it, and then I was like, oh shit. I tried to do one more mix, and I was like, dude, I'm not doing another fucking mix. And a game of whack-a-mole in there. Yeah, exactly. Like, you fix one thing, but it gives you another problem. And I was like, well... Because, yeah, but yeah, everything you said was right, though. But I'm still glad I got all that feedback, though, because on the next songs, I'll be looking out for that kind of stuff. Actually, the reason why I thought it was so weird how you were saying like the snare sounded reverby, but it was because there is a I don't know, in Superior Drummer there is a room mic, and on that particular track, I didn't do this on every track, but on that particular track I put a reverb on the room mic. And like that room mic was like the reason everything was sounding phasey and like... Oh shit, I'm going the wrong way. Fuck. But yeah. But yeah, it's crazy to be done with this shit. Except now I have to like promote it and stuff, which I hate. Fucking hate that. Like, I hate that I like send it to people that I've known for years and like half of them ignore it. And then I post it in every group I'm in and everyone ignores it. It's just, this is the worst fucking shit. It's the worst part of making music, is all the fucking silence and rejection. You got an interview at Apple coming up? Oh, that's sick. Can't work on music right now? Ah, damn, dude. Hey, good luck, man. Or break a leg or whatever you say to that. That is very exciting. You're so deeply unqualified? I don't know, man. How do you keep getting these interviews, man, if you're unqualified, you know? You'll get one of these fucking jobs, man. You ain't gonna see me working at no damn Apple. Not cause I'm too good for Apple. Cause I'm actually unqualified. I couldn't even get in the interview room. I don't even know what I would do there. This one's a stretch. The last one you were qualified for, but that goes to you. Oh, man. Ah, well, who knows, man. Dude, my friend, started working at a Airbus or whatever, and he wasn't really qualified for it. But they just really liked him, and then they could tell he was smart, and he went to this coding boot camp thing, and he did these like interesting projects, and just, I don't know, he just kind of wooed them. It wasn't all about his competency. It was kind of about what made him unique and interesting, and it seemed like he could bring something to the table that, like, I think part of it had to do with like him being a musician and being obsessed with Doom and kind of weird stuff like that. Got an Indian guy interviewing me. He says strategically plays tabla in the background is the way. Yeah, man. Don't open with that. You got a job at Dolby, one of the interviews just talk about tabla for 20 minutes? Oh, hell yeah. Well, that's cool. Oh shit, what? Fuck, maybe that's it, dude. Just go hard on the tabla. Yeah, I think a lot of times too with like with a lot of jobs, I mean, I'm sure, I mean, I don't know how a technical kind of job at like Apple is going to be, but so many jobs, like everything you in your training is like to be qualified for the job, unless it's actually working the job, you still don't know how to do the job until you're there. Like, there's a lot of that with like you go to school for something and then what you actually end up doing, even though it does like kind of involve what you studied, it's like you still have to learn the job itself. It's like a whole separate thing. But I don't know. I'm not in. I'm just talking out of my ass. I'm not in that world really. Gonna haze you with extremely hard programming puzzles that have nothing to do with the job. Ah, interesting. Yeah, when I was younger, I had this friend who was like, he was a little older than me. He was a high school friend when like being in like one grade above was like, they were like your superior in every way, you know? But he was like really into like coding stuff. He was like a self-proclaimed, he was the first person I met who was like a self-professed nerd. Which was really funny because he was actually like, he was also like a really cool dude. But he showed me this website where it was like these coding puzzles and stuff where you would like, it was just this, I didn't understand it at all, but he like knew how it all worked, and he was like, it was like a game to like try to get to the next page, basically. And you'd have to like open the HTML and like, you had to know all these like, I don't know, just weird stuff about coding to progress. It was, I don't, I had no idea what was going on. It was so strange. I still don't. Can I remember that? Yeah. From the old internet? Yeah, dude. It was old internet for sure. Yeah, he was telling me that he like got to, I don't know, I can't remember the numbers, but it was like level 8 or some shit. He was like trying to see if I could get past level 1, and I had no idea what the fuck was even. It was like a weird puzzle where you, like, I don't even know how you know it's a puzzle. Like if he wasn't like explaining to me how it all worked, it would just be like a random web page I would do absolutely nothing with. And even after he showed me, I wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna go figure that out. I was just like, what the hell is that? Like, it's so crazy. I've never been a puzzle guy. I think because I hate feeling stupid. So if I don't get the puzzle like right away, I just get pissed off. Ah. Okay, there we go. Shit, maybe I should put on some more tunes. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Maybe I'll just turn up the game music. Fuck. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Dude, I'm about to die. No, I'm not. It's a save right here. But yeah, now that the album's done, I'm definitely not going to do any recording of that nature for like a couple months anyway. Actually, hopefully I'll be able to put a band together or something with this stuff. I'm not holding my breath though. Probably I'm just gonna end up doing the next one the same way. But I'll definitely hold off for a couple months before I start recording the next one. I think though, like I still have some older songs I need to do. I think those will be a little easier. Most of those songs are pretty straightforward. Like a lot of these were like, had weird tempo changes and stuff. And also I did this one, so I kind of know how it's gonna go. So I think the process will be a little more straightforward next time. But if I can get a band to record, that'll be even better. In the meantime, I'll be getting back into the producer grind, trying to get good at producing, trying to get good at Lumitone, trying to write some songs on Lumitone. And yeah, getting back to streaming. Shit. I thought you'd be dead by now. Okay. It's dead. Or she or it or whatever. Okay, we're almost done with this game. So I think I'll finish this run. And then I'll probably go. But yes, this album is done. Collapser. GordonWeary.bandcamp.com. So now we just go to the final boss. Final area and final boss. Final boss is actually pretty hard. Not if you play the game normally, since I'm doing kind of a speedrun version of this. I am very low health. And so it's a good chance I die on the boss, the last boss. But we'll see. Shit, wrong way. This part just wait. And yeah, if you go to the album, there's lyrics with all the songs. I wrote all those in. And yeah, it's a free download for the time being. Probably will put a price on it eventually. I guess if nobody downloads it, I probably won't, but it'll be available for free somewhere anyway. I'm gonna put the whole album on YouTube. I think I'm gonna do the album as one string, like one video, and also just upload the tracks individually. Or maybe I'll just do the album and then put a link to the Bandcamp. I'll think about how I want to do that. Yeah, I'll definitely be doing that pretty soon. I do want to put this stuff on Spotify and stuff too, but I'm not in a rush to do that. I only have my TuneCore account only has, or DistroKid account only has two, I should have saved. I'm about to die. I can only do 2 artists, so my 2 are taken up. So I don't know if I can delete one. Because I could delete my old band, I guess. Yeah, I don't know how I want to do that. Or even how I can do that. But yeah, I'll definitely put everything on YouTube. Oops. Shit. So these are the metroids. Shit. It's these guys. Shot those with the super missile. But yeah, I should be back to kind of regular streams pretty soon. I don't know if I'm gonna jump straight into it, but Probably will be back to regular streaming within the next couple weeks, for sure. And actually, I can probably start a little earlier than I used to because I won't have the album to work on. You make videos showing your plugin. Dude, I need to actually mess with your plugin. I have this programming one sends over your head. Oh, I wonder if the plugin... Oh, I don't... Yeah, I don't know. Do you show them your plugin? Is that part of what you do? I don't know if I told you, I'm getting a 22 Ito guitar. I mean, I know I've been talking about doing that for like ever, but actually like pulled the trigger on it. I have no idea when it'll get here though. Definitely will help. Hell yeah. Yeah, I haven't been doing like any producing stuff. I mean, making an album is producing, but I haven't done any like EDM kind of stuff. Oh, dude, I'm already dead. What the fuck? Dude, where did I take damage? I think I saved right before this. I'm actually kind of screwed because you have to have, like, she has an attack. Yeah, I'm dead. She has an attack that you have to take. You can't avoid it. And in this game, it does 100 damage. So if I don't have at least 100 HP by that point of the fight, I just die. I don't know what hit me. What did I get hit by? If you bump into her, you lose like a ton of health. Maybe I bumped into her, him or it or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, this fight, if you play the game normally and get like more HP, get more power-ups, there's like a whole other beam. It's not so bad. It's pretty easy actually, but if you have low HP and you're not doing a ton of damage, it just takes a lot longer. And you can actually die kind of easily, because you can only get hit 2 or 3 times. I guess it depends on what you get hit by. Oh, I forgot to get the, there's something I forgot to get, which recharges your missiles. Since I don't have that, this is actually going to take even longer. Well, I wasn't getting hit much. Kind of screwed that up there. Let's see, I gotta avoid everything. Yeah, this fight's gonna take forever now, because I don't have the missile recharge. I have to dodge everything. Also, like, so this is a reskin of the normal Super Metroid. So that attack she just did, yeah, and just did again. In the original game, that attack is telegraphed pretty well, but in this reskin, it is not at all. You can never tell when she's going to do that attack. I mean, she kind of crouches like that, but you don't know when it's coming specifically. So it's really hard to dodge this attack in this game, because it kind of just shoots out randomly, and it's fast moving. And she sits in this phase where she does this for like a while. I think she's out of it though. I think we're home free. Yes. Okay. So fortunately, I think we're good. Yeah. So yeah, the escape in this is like super easy. Oh shit. Oh. Yeah, since we're about to close it out, just start the album from the beginning one more time. And yeah, gonna wrap it up here in just a second. But yeah, I do appreciate everybody who check out the stream. Not sure if I'll be back tomorrow. Definitely possible. But yeah, if you like what I do, like the stream, blah blah blah. I know it's not microtonal, but please check out my music, please. And share it with you know, all your friends and stuff. And or not, keep it a dirty secret. But yeah. Alright, you guys. Yes, you go put the link to my Bandcamp or whatever. And yeah, I'll see y'all soon, maybe tomorrow. I want to come back. Probably doing some Lumitone. Probably doing some producer-y stuff for the first time in a while. And yeah. Alright. Y'all have a good one. Well, let's see what our completion time was. It's pretty bad. In our item collection. 1 hour in-game time, that's terrible. Alright, you guys, have a good one.